But y'all know how we like need to start these episodes out. We got to do a recap, and who do we have to do the recap? But Miss Moyo herself in the "Alright, so boom" segment. Hey, Moyo.
So, chapter 21, we have the Lord coming to Sarah and visiting her to fulfill the promise. So, she conceives, she gives birth to the son Isaac. And Isaac means laughter. And she is Abraham is 100. Sarah, I believe, is 90, right?
Yeah.
They don't say her age, but before she was all 10 years younger. So she's 90. She basically has this whole monologue about how she was able to have a child at this age with her husband who is also old, and how people are going to laugh at her, but now it seems more like a laughter of joy than of sorrow or like disbelief, as we
Right.
saw before, because she previously was just concerned, like how is this going to happen, and now it's happened. Isaac is finally weaned. Abraham wants to throw a party for his son who is weaned, and during the party, during the feast, Ishmael is taunting and kind of like being a little disrespectful to Isaac, and Sarah is not having it. She is like, get that boy and his mama out of here immediately. So Abraham is sad about it because that's of course his son, but God tells him Isaac is the one that the promise Isaac is the one who's going to fulfill the promise. Like, don't be sad over them. They will also, Ishmael will also be a great nation. I'll also make him great.
Yep.
Do as your wife is saying and let them go. So he gives them food, a little food and a little water, and sends them off. As they're going, they're just wandering. They don't really have a place to go. Some commentaries said that she was trying to head back to Egypt because that's where she's from. But as they're wandering, they run out of food, they run out of water, and she basically feels like they're gonna die. So she puts her son Ishmael under a bush, and then she just leaves him there and goes far away because she doesn't want to see her son die. But she is lamenting over him. And then the angel, did God or angel? She's visited again and basically told that God has heard the voice of your son Ishmael. You all are going to be okay. He's going to be a great nation. The same thing that she was told when she left before. And then at that moment, her eyes are open and she sees a well of water. She gets water, gives her son. And then Ishmael, he grows up. He becomes good with the bow and arrow.
Yep.
His mother gives him a wife from the people of Egypt. And it seems like they're going to be okay. Minus the fact that we know he's going to always be, people are always going to be against him in some way, because we heard that previously. But for right now, they're alive, they're well. We then go back to Abraham, who is talking to Abimelech. Abimelech is trying to set up a deal because he sees that God is with Abraham and everything that's happening.
Right.
And he says, hey, we should be cool. Like, you have my back, I have your back. Let's lock that in.
Yep.
And Abraham is like, okay, that's fine. But your people try to take one of my wells that I dug.
Yep.
And Abimelech is like, I was not aware. I was not aware of this. Like, you're just telling me now.
Right.
This doesn't even have to be a problem. And Abraham gives him 7 Yule lambs as just a way to say, this is my property. Right. And it kind of just settles there. And they make a covenant, and they call that place Beersheba, which means well of oath, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how it ends.
Yeah.
He plants a tree there,
Yeah.
the tamarisk tree.
Yeah.
And we talked about how that tree is an invasive tree and can grow in any kind of weather or climate. So it was just interesting that was placed there as well, because Beersheba becomes a very important place in the life of Abraham and others in his lineage.
Yep. Awesome. As
I don't
always.
think that was 3 minutes, but hopefully the reel will be fine.
I was wondering that too. I was like,
I know.
but hey, it's all good.
It was a lot in there.
It's a lot. I forgot how much was actually in there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah. So he gets born and weaned and all that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Abimelech episode.
Yeah,
is there as
it's in there too.
And the kicking out. Yeah, she got kicked out by of Hagar.